What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a video showing off Psychic Medicham in the Sinister Cup. Now I know what you're thinking, what? Medicham has Psychic? I thought it only had Power Up Punch and Ice Punch, because nobody ever used Psychic. So it actually does have another move, and it can come in quite handy. Now I'm going to say that the reason I'm trying out Medicham, or was trying out Medicham, is because I didn't have a Poliwrath ready to go. So I thought I'd give Medicham a shot for a couple of these practice rounds, and I was really interested in Psychic as one of its charge moves. So I thought I'd play around with it, and wanted to show you guys how that worked out. And it can be quite surprising, because if you've got a couple of power-up punches on board, that Psychic hits like a truck. And if they don't block on a lot of these ghost Pokemon, they're done. It's deleted. Same with Poliwrath. It'll just delete that Poliwrath one shot. So I found a couple different ways to play this, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple of them. Now, when I lead Medicham in this scenario, I'm usually gonna double shield, because that Psychic takes a while to get to, and if I don't hard win this lead, I am gonna need all the energy I can get, because just you are gonna need it for that Psychic. It's not I tried Psycho Cut and I felt a little limited. It does charge faster, but it's just I missed the counter damage. So that's why if you're gonna go for Psychic, you're gonna need some health on your Medicham to get to it. But as you can see, it can be helpful. So there you go, and right into the Bast. And a lot of people just aren't ready. They don't want to give up a shield for a Medicham, especially Pokemon like Marowak, Pokemon that you're just not used to shielding with. You'd be surprised what that Psychic can do. A lot of times it almost feels a little bit unfair. It'll take it from a 3 versus 3 to just a 3 versus 2 in about 1 second. And I'll just get this Bast out of here, and there we go. Thank you, Psychic Medicham. It's throwing people off. Of course, if there's a bunch of videos on YouTube, then it won't for long, but hey, that's what we do here. Alright, in this situation, I know I win this lead if I block twice, and so I will just probably do that and have some energy left up for the next Pokemon. It's the not very effective damage, but it does add up, and it's right to this is a bit classy. I'm not going to throw the Psychic here, obviously. It's be a lot of energy, and this is a Psychic Pokemon. I'm really wanting to preserve it for fellow fighting Pokemon and Ghosties, especially Poison Ghosties. So pretty much whatever this is, I'm just going to block it, because that first one was a Thunder, so it's a good chance this is going to be a Wild Charge. And there we go, and now we have a lot of energy going into that next Pokemon. Now normally, most people aren't going to block this. Ice fighting's going to be resisted, but you gotta watch out for this Psychic. Don't think I'll be able to make it to that next Psychic again. It would be fun to throw it, but you gotta make smart choices. So especially when there's a shield involved. Still getting a lot of damage from that counter. I think I'll try the Psycho Cut. It's definitely worth consideration, especially because the Psychic does take so much energy to get to. You might appreciate having that Psycho Cut. Just play around with it. That's what practice is for. Now, there's just not a whole lot this poly can do to me in this situation, so should be able to just finish it off. It did have a lot of energy build up. I think power up punch, or power up punch first, then 2 ice punches would have been more optimal. I don't think it would have made a huge difference. Alright, let's see what Medicham can do in this scenario. Now, this is like a pretty hard lost lead. I don't want to put a whole bunch of energy into wasting all my shields against a Drift Bloom like early in game, so I will switch. Even though Psychic could you know, it'll do a pretty good amount. So I actually lose this. I mean, I want to do it as a safe switch, Marowak, but I do lose this even though it is a fighter because those bubbles are just hurting me as a fire type. It's okay because the other charge moves are going to be resisted, except if you gotta watch out for that Hydro Pump. And somebody got me last night with the Hydro Pump. I was all set up to win, and then, whoops, oh wait, I guess there is another charge move. I like this meta because there are so many options. There's a lot of like Pokemon moves that you're not going to see in other cups that are just coming out. We've got the Hydro Pump on the Poliwrath, Psychic Medicham. I've seen some Feint Attack Bronzongs. There's just a lot to work with. It's a fun cup. So now I came in and I know that Drift Bloom is here, and I want to take a little energy first, but I still don't want to face it. So I'm going to try to prolong that until I can, a little bit closer to the end where a Psychic might actually take it out. Now we're just playing the shield guessing game here. Unfortunately, he didn't block that, so this means I'm just going to need to get to like a crunch, and I can just block his Earthquake, and I'll be able to soften up this Drift Bloom for the Medicham at the end. And I'm just glad that that was not a crunch. Drift Bloom actually hurts Steelix quite a bit. That's Shadow Ball. It is a powerful Pokemon. I love Drift Bloom. It is a tank. It's thick Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon. Sometimes I feel like I'm sure that Ice Punch would actually help you in quite a few situations with Drift Bloom. So it is a risk to run Psychic because there are a lot of situations where I think the Ice Punch could still help. But it's just another option I wanted to have you guys look at and definitely be aware of, because if you're not prepared for it, it's going to one-shot you a lot. So that's what the fun cup about this cup. There's a lot of you need to be on your toes. Alright, so luckily that was just an ominous when a Shadow Ball would have been pretty devastating there. So we'll see if this can is take it out. Don't have a lot of power up punches on board like before it, but still actually does pretty darn good. So just another Pokemon you should definitely take a look at. It's not going to be 100% Poliwrath. I think Medicham does have a place here, and especially Medicham with different moves than we're used to. So I hope you guys have learned a little bit and learn to be prepared for that Psychic Medicham. Alright, thanks guys.